Okay, let's talk about this today. Let's talk about not leaving your run too late. And what do I mean by that? Don't be doing the things in your 50s that you could have been doing at your late 30s. That's simply not leaving your run too late. And we do that for a myriad of reasons. We don't back ourselves. We wait for the perfect time. We want to make sure everything's aligned. We play the game. Things will be better when I've got past this issue, or I've got this amount of finance built up, or this level of understanding or insight, then I'll be in a position where I can do the things that I want to do. That's not the case. And if we are being courageous and honest with ourselves, we're usually trying to protect ourselves from something else. It could be the thought of failure. It could be the fear of damaging our reputation. There'll be some other limiting thing outside of your ability. So don't leave your run too late. What is it that you're doing in terms of excuses you're making to leave your run too late? Now, with that said, also be patient. I know that sounds like a contradiction, but when you're in your 20s, be patient. You're not going to get done by the end of your 30s what you're going to get done by the end of your 40s. You've got 10 extra years when you hit 40 than when you hit 30, obviously, right? But be patient. That doesn't mean you're going slow. It just means you're being methodical about what you're doing, and you know things take time. There's so many things I could have started doing 10 years ago that at this point now, 10 years later, I'd be so pleased I had started 10 years ago because I'd be seeing the fruits of my labor. But of course, you don't see that after year 2 or year 3 or year 4. It takes years. I sometimes refer to it as the cold bath theory, where if you're in a really cold bath and you turn on the hot tap, even though there's heat coming out of that tap, hot water, it might take a while before you start to feel it in the bath, and it will take a while before the bath starts to reach a temperature where you now feel comfortable. Gone from a cold bath to one that's somewhat warm, and it's starting to feel good. It takes time, even though that hot tap is on full and as much water, hot water, is coming out of it as possible. It's going to take time. So be patient. Have a good work ethic. Make sure it's balanced. Unless you want to work yourself into the ground, that's up to you. But don't wait. Don't leave your run too late. And a lot of that just comes down to courage. Another analogy I'll share with you: don't be the introvert that gets courageous when the party is half an hour away from finishing. That element of courage, if you can bring that forward 4 or 5 hours, then you can enjoy 4 or 5 hours more of the party. Don't get courageous right at the end. Don't leave your run too late. Start early. Be consistent. Be patient. Some of your solutions will take a while to manifest. Don't worry about the reputation you don't already have. Don't worry about the reputation you don't already have. Try things. Be authentic, but whatever it is that you want to do, start now. Do a little bit every day, at least a little bit. Keep it rolling. And don't beat yourself up about things. When I look back, there's huge pockets of time where I know I wasted. Can't do anything about it now. But what I can do is think, when I hit my 60s and I look back on my 50s, where I am right now, what is it? What is it that I need to do now so when I'm at my 60s, I'm not looking back with regret to the same level I was in my 50s looking back at my 40s. I mean, I don't look back with a lot of regret. Let's balance it. But as I say, there's obvious pockets of time where I just waste rather than just doing things now, I left them too long. And so they just became things that rented space inside my head. It was a case of doing less was more for sure. But those are the other things I'll touch on in other videos. And you know that these videos are all about things that I've experienced to make life either or either easier. I watch a lot of American television, or I used to as a kid. That's where the either came from. Make life easier, make life more simple, or help improve performance. So the things that have worked for me are what I'm sharing with you. Whether they work for you or not sure. But I'm not going to share anything that hasn't worked for me. So that's the nature of these videos. If you want to hang about, hit subscribe, and I'll wheel out just short insights like this every so often. But the key thing is, and let's wrap up on this, don't leave your run too late. The thing that's probably holding you back is something to do more with courage and mindset than it is to do with your capability and the resources you've got. Be honest with yourself about that. Catch you in the next one. Take care.